The main reason for credit unions to put together a good sales and service culture, or any sales and service culture for that matter, is just the competitive nature of the world. As we work with credit unions around the country, they all have competition and none of them are getting dumber. So everybody out there wants a share of the wallet of the member. The competition clearly wants the good members. They want the members that make a good contribution to the co-op, and we have to keep them. So it's not just enough to give good service. Everybody gives good service. So how can we give good service to the level the member expects, and how can we get a better share of their wallet? That's the big question. We have to be able to grow, and it's much easier to grow with the existing membership than to go out and get new ones. The absolute most critical component is focus. What do you want to accomplish? As I work with credit unions throughout the country, it's amazing how diffused their focus becomes. They want to be good at everything. And that pure and simply doesn't work. So if you think about how credit unions can differentiate, there aren't that many ways. We can do it on service, price, product, location, affinity. But where are we going to lay our stake in the sand? Where are we going to drive it? And how are we going to then build our road to success? That's probably the most critical starting out. After that, then it really depends on the credit union. But that's the one I would say is really the most necessary starting out, is what are you going to do? Without the credit union leadership being engaged, there's no sense in really being able to start a sales and service culture. They can't say, hey guys, go away and make this happen. They have to provide the funding, they have to provide the emphasis, they have to provide the back office support, they have to make sure that all those components work together. And if they're not engaged in the process, there's no way in the world this will work. Now that doesn't mean they have to own the process, and in fact, you're going to get better results if people down the food chain own it. But they certainly have to be involved. Simple answer is you keep refreshing it. Nothing that you put in place is ever going to stay fresh as long as you want it to. You're going to have to make changes. There's no one answer to that because every company's culture is different. Some take a lot of recognition, some people don't. Some people have a lot of high rewards, some don't. Some people like lots of feedback, some don't. So it very much has to be customized to the need of the individual credit union. One time all credit unions looked alike, and boy, they don't anymore. They're dramatically different. It goes through 17 different steps to develop a good sales and service culture. That can go from as broad-based as to how are we going to measure success, to as specific as how will we coach the people, to even more specific to how do we talk to people and how do we train them. So it's a good overview. What makes it fun is each year it's different because the people in the session have different needs. They're at different levels, and we'll modify that depending on the needs of the participants. We'll spend more or less time on a given function.